Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Town Board Work Meeting, November 24, 2025. If you could all please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So we'll get right into my report. I just want to, as you can all tell, work continues on the front of the building. This ramp has been certified today as being usable by the engineers for the public. Tomorrow, we wouldn't allow them to start on the main front entrance until that was certified as safe and complete. So tomorrow, they plan on starting the work on the old ramp. The old ramp will be torn out. So I would recommend, certainly for handicap accessible, as well as everyone else, that the entrance to this building will be on the east side of the building as of tomorrow. The door will be unlocked each day, as is the front door, each day that we're open. That entrance, the handrails are on order and they're estimating 2 weeks. So the main door to this room out front, there are no handrails. We do not want people to use it. We're not unlock it. The front entrance will have no steps and no ramp. Well, they're starting to work on that tomorrow to tear it out. So that's our entrance in. Okay. You can still exit the building. And you can exit here too. And you technically can exit that way. Except don't use the handrails on the way out. But I don't want anyone exiting there normally except under emergency circumstances.
It looked like there was a tarp over the steps.
Beg your pardon?
It looked
Yeah,
like there was a
that's,
tarp.
tomorrow they're taking it off. So anyway, that's what's going on. The old existing ramp will begin being removed tomorrow, as I said. In the very near future, they're going to start on the ramp, but in the very near future, the main entrance will not be in service either, as I just explained. And hopefully that won't be too long. And so the next point is the monthly financial reports have been submitted to each of the board members. I do hope that you have reviewed them. So I'm going to make a motion to accept the financial reports as written.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And just as a last point, and I didn't get anything on the report because this was sent to me at 2:11 this afternoon. I didn't review it until 5:30 this afternoon. In any event, what we have here is a question from the highway department. And they have been typically using a floating holiday for the day after Thanksgiving. And they suggest, with it being a Friday, as it always is, they would also like to ask for 4 hours off the day after Christmas, considering how this year it is a Friday. So I told them that I can't approve that. That has to be a board meeting. So if anyone wants to entertain a motion to give them a holiday on the day after Christmas, you can go ahead and make one.
So Jeff, I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I'm following what you're saying. So they wanted to take the they have the 4 hours on Fridays, right?
Correct,
They want to take that as a holiday,
correct, on this coming Friday,
Right.
which they've done that for years.
and that's okay, the 4 hours on Thanksgiving.
But they also want another 4 hours off on the day after Christmas, as a floater holiday,
As a floater,
which, the contract gives them one floating holiday.
and that's the one, that would be the only one.
Right.
Well, they've been using it on the day after Thanksgiving for the last, since
Oh, I
I've been
see.
here.
So that's the floater, is the day after Thanksgiving, so
Right.
now they want a second floater.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it reads here.
Is that the 4 hours and the 4 hours come to one day?
No? I'm just reading to you what it says here. You know, for me, I just rather stick with the contract. That's me.
agree.
That's what we did. I mean, we hammered out a contract and that's my opinion, but I'm only one person here. So if anyone wants to make a motion, we can bring it up for a vote.
So to change the contract would have
No.
to go through the union.
It's not a contractual change. Mr. Jeffrey Palmanero, that's how you say his name, well, whatever, says he doesn't see that this is an issue as far as the contract goes. He used the term that this would not be a precedent-setting event. I mean, Christmas changes every year. And one year, this year it's a Thursday, next year it's a Friday, et cetera. So, you know, it's not I wouldn't consider it a precedent setting. Well, I don't hear a motion, so I'm gonna move on. Okay. So now we have our next item here is, county legislator, Mr. Mr.
Look at the resolution.
Oh, you want me to do the resolution first? Yeah, why not? Relax, Pat. We have a resolution to appoint cemetery sexton. Whereas the town board of the town of New Baltimore has established the position of cemetery sexton and has advertised for said position, resolved one application was received, and the town board hereby appoints Arthur Bias as cemetery sexton. I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And he's the only one to put in for it. Now, Mr. Linger, would you please step up?
Good evening. First, I'd like to congratulate the new town supervisor and town board members on their election wins. I look forward to working together for the benefit of our residents for the next year. I cannot thank Supervisor Russo, Councilwoman Van and Councilwoman Downs for their unwavering commitment to the town of New Baltimore and consistent communication.
Why?
What's that?
Why can't you thank me?
Why can't I thank you enough?
Okay, that's better.
Like, I can say thank you, but it's just
That's
not enough.
better.
No, you forgot the enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's funny. I don't know.
You wrote it.
Yes, yeah. For November, I attended 9 committee meetings, 2 workshops, the 2026 tentative budget public hearing, regular meeting number 11, and multiple events around the county. By a 9-5 vote, we adopted the 2026 budget with an unchanged tax levy of $27,309,370 for the 7th year in a row. Due to increased assessed valuations, property tax value increases, and conservative budgeting, our tax rate has dropped 53% in that same time. In 2020, the tax rate was $4.60 per thousand, and in 2026, it will be $2.26 per thousand. That's an accomplishment I'm extremely proud of as the chairman of the legislature since 2019. Without question, this was the most challenging budget cycle in my 10 years as your legislative representative. As you're aware, one of our challenges this year has been the development of a countywide ambulance system. We take steps in that direction in 2026 with the approval to fully fund the Green EMS budget for next year and provide each town with financial assistance totaling $1.5 million. This will shift $53,071 from the town of New Baltimore budget for EMS to the county. This puts the total increased county investment for EMS at $2 million. And we'll be working with the mountaintop towns to apply for a New York State local government efficiency grant to begin the consolidation of EMS agencies there first. We're also going to fund the addition of up to 2 county-funded transporting ambulances to float where needed. The goal is to bring additional agencies into the system annually, and we'll be able to negotiate with Ravenna Rescue when that time does come. Other challenges this year came in the form of state and federal uncertainty regarding funding for mandated services. We still lack answers today. Federal heat funding was cut entirely with the passage of the Big Beautiful Bill Act. What wasn't removed is the requirement for counties to provide emergency assistance through social services. Failure of the state government to reconvene to provide funding will result in $800,000 from county coffers funding this program. It is our hope that the funds are approved retroactively. During our budget hearing, there were several seniors who asked that we abandon expense reduction plans and continue with 5 hot meals delivered daily to our homebound residents. We added $275,000 to the budget to accomplish this. There was a failed attempt in Finance Committee to use $2.3 million from fund balance, so no town would have a tax increase based on equalization rates. Given the fact that the same fund balance contribution would need to be used every year going forward, the result of the vote meant this did not make it out of committee. That result protected taxpayers and services. There are still unknown factors, but we will be able to amend the use of fund balance should additional funds be needed. In monthly business, we approved a resolution urging the governor and DOCS, Department of Corrections and Community Services, to accept convicted state-ready inmates into the prison system immediately and increase the current reimbursement rate to cover our costs while inmates are held in our jail. As the town is aware, the National Guard is still serving New York State prisons, keeping the peace. We passed a resolution to use eminent domain procedures for a right-of-way acquisition of a parcel in Wyndham to be used for bridge replacement and road realignment. We approved public hearings for tax exemptions for seniors and persons with disabilities to begin at 6:20 p.m. On Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. We authorized the distribution of mortgage tax to the town of New Baltimore in the amount of $36,245.17. I once again voted against chargebacks for assessment roll-related software. In some incredibly sad and tragic news, we lost our acting clerk of the legislature, Tammy Chavillo, who passed away unexpectedly on November 13th. Tammy worked for the county for over 30 years. And while I've collaborated with Tammy continuously since being elected in 2016, she sat to my right during every meeting as chair, keeping me on point and occasionally in line. Tammy has had 14 bosses that change every 3 years and met every day with the same enthusiasm for performing her job. She helped inform and educate every legislator, never letting her own opinions come into play. She was the consummate professional whom I was proud to present with the 2025 Employee of the Year Award. Her institutional knowledge and friendship will be sorely missed. I left it out, but we have appointed temporarily Tanya Ernst to that position. It was not a position that I can leave unfilled because they ratified all voting results. So we had to fill it.
Right.
I'm sorry, Pat. So sorry.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
So, the federal government, cut the funds for heat.
Correct. The whole department is gone,
Okay,
not just the funds.
so are we expecting that money to come back?
Congress would have to allocate that.
And that was the big beautiful bill, right?
Right.
Thank you, Pat.
The other question, so for the EMS, that whole Green County consolidation, is are we still going to be able to use, Ravina?
Yes, yes, this is gonna hopefully start on the mountaintop.
Okay,
But the county needs to be involved in it to front the money because none of the towns will have that ability.
okay,
So we'll be part of it.
but that's not just temporary, we're using Ravina, we'll be able to use.
No, that's a contract.
Private conversations, guys, we've got the agenda to proceed with.
Thank you.
Town clerk, please proceed.
One
You just can't
CO,
interrupt people.
one
Proceed.
CO search compliance commercial, $200.
No,
Two
you know.
CO search compliance residential, $250. 19 building permit, $6,616.90. 2 new septic systems, $100. 3 easy pass tags, $75. 8 hunting fishing licenses, $41.91. 18 dog licenses, $126. 4 late dog licenses, $20. 2 park rentals, $50. 1 lot line adjustment, $50. 1 special use permit variance, $100. 23 certified copies, $230. 79 photocopies, $19.75. Total state, county, and local revenues, $8,564.65. $24 to the New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets for the spay neuter program. $661.09 to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation for hunting, fishing licenses. Total to supervisor, $7,879.56.
Okay, thank you. So we're gonna do resolution number 148, resolution to amend resolution 144-2025 to forward delinquent return check fees for real property taxes and water for sewer, for property taxes and water and sewer accounts to Greene County Real Property Tax Service for re-levy on the 2026 property taxes. Whereas the town of Baltimore has 2 delinquent return check fees for property tax payments that remain unpaid prior to turning all books over to Greene County Treasurer on July 31, 2025, in the amount of $40. Whereas the town of Baltimore has 47 delinquent sewer district accounts in the amount of $31,882.37. And whereas the town of Baltimore has 1 delinquent sewer district 2 account in the amount of $962.05. And whereas the town of Baltimore has 11 delinquent water 2 accounts for $10,302.21, therefore be it resolved that any and all unpaid return check fees for real property taxes and water and sewer accounts for the year 2025 will be sent to Greene County Real Property Tax Services for re-levy on the 2026 property taxes. So I'll make that motion.
A second.
Motion made. Is there any discussion?
I just wanted to say one of the bills came in postmarked in the correct time. It was just received late through the mail. So that's why it was amended to exclude that
All
one.
right, any other discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We did have the October 15 minutes provided to all. I'll entertain a motion to accept those, October 15.
I'll make the motion.
Motion made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Similarly with November 10, the town board meeting minutes were prepared and sent to us all. And I'll entertain a motion for that one.
I'll make a motion.
Motion
I'll second.
made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I don't have anything from historian, agricultural, animal control, assessment. The only thing I have before me would be the building and grounds, and that would be you, Miss Councilwoman Van Etten.
The monthly report for November, dates of 10/29 to 11/24/25. 60 gallon bags of plastic, 8 of them were collected, 4 bundles of magazines and phone books, 27 bags and bundles of newspaper, and 114 boxes and bundles of cardboard, and 1 washing machine.
That was an exciting report. The code enforcement, that would be for me. Summarization code enforcement activities for November 2025 are as follows. Building inspections 27, total new building permit applications received 8, total building permits issued 8, total demolition permits issued 1, certificates of compliance issued 9, certificates of occupancy issued 2, temporary certificates of occupancy issued 1, certificate of occupancy search request 2, building permit renewals letters sent 5, building permit renewals 6, commercial site fire inspections, there were 2 of those, complaint site visits 5, complaints resolved 4, open building permits 222. Building department fees for October 24, 2025 through November 30, 2025, $5,610.90. Total fees for the year, $38,590.27. Prepared by Alan Jordan and Vincent Hales, code enforcement officers. So now we have fire, EMS, and law enforcement. Mr. Delasanti, please.
The Greene County EMS regular monthly meeting was held on Tuesday, November 18th. There were 18 EMS calls in October, for a total of 202 for this year, 2025. Strokes for Greene County year to date are up to 74, and overdoses are at 43. We had 243 calls in 2024. And right now we have 202 calls, so we're on a pace for basically the same number for 2025.
Thank you. I have a highway report here. I guess I'll take care of this one too. Finished mowing roadsides. Picked up trucks from Albright's that were inspected. Put leaf box on 2006 F-350. Vacuumed leaves in Hamlet. 1029 flushed sewer lines in Hamlet. Sent 1 truck to help town of Cooksaki with a big bridge project on Pot Creek Road.
Cody.
Potoc. Took 1993 International Truck number 4 to Watkins Spring for rear spring replacement. Check roads for debris after heavy rain and wind. Finished patching roads with blacktop. Thank you once again to the State Thruway Maintenance Division for loaning us their hot box. Met with contractor about hauling more dirt to District 3 Park. Picked up bagged leaves in the hamlet. Cleaned leaves from ditches at wastewater treatment plant and Matthews Point Road. Trimmed some trees and brush in the hamlet. 1114 sent 2 trucks to salt black ice in western portion of town. Replaced 2 worn hydraulic hoses on the 2012 International Plow Truck number 13. 1117 sent 3 trucks to salt black ice in western portion of town. Replaced alternator on 2012 number 13, International number 13. Dropped 2023 F-350 off at Toads to have wired for Salter. Put plow and sander on 2013 International. Replaced blown headlight on 2012 International number 13. Clean ditch on Washington Ave with mini excavator borrowed from the town of Cooksaki. Hauled in 77 tons of salt. Sent 2 employees to assist wastewater treatment plant operator with emergency situation at wastewater treatment plant. Thank you for everyone for concerns about my recent knee surgery. It is coming along very slowly and I'm hoping to be back to work full-time soon. Update on highway radio system. Everything in the eastern portion of town is working great. The remainder of the system in the western town should be finished up in the next couple of weeks, giving the entire town excellent coverage. We will have a new highway employee starting Monday, December 1. I will forward paperwork to the clerk's office ASAP. Respectfully submitted, Alan Van Warmer. I'm gonna ask Deb, do you know what the wastewater treatment plant emergency was?
It was not emergency, but it was, they were putting in the new screen. And they had, because they had stopped the old screen works, because they were removed, they had a metal kind of wall guard to stop the water from flowing that way.
Yeah.
And allow it to go the other way. So when they wanted to start the new screen, they had to remove that guard and they couldn't get it out at all.
Okay.
And so we called highway and they came and helped us out.
Gotcha. Insurance, we don't have anything there. Personnel, I don't have anything there. Planning board, that would be, Councilwoman Cash.
Yes, it is. Town of New Baltimore Planning Board monthly report dated November 19th, 2025. The planning board met on November 13th, 2025, during which the following business was transacted. Hanacroy Solar Site Plan Extension Request. Representatives for the Hanacroy Solar Project, including Jackie Murray and members of New York Power Authority, appeared before the board to request a 6-month extension of their approved site plan. The board discussed the recent notice of complete application issued by New York State DEC, the pending 90-day timeline for the incidental take permit ITP, and the status of mitigation agreements and engineering work. Board members expressed concern regarding repeated extensions and the lack of a firm timeline for completion of building and electrical plans. Following discussion, the board agreed that if all required materials are not submitted within the 6-month extension timeframe, no further extensions will be granted. The resolution granting additional site plan extension was granted. Jessica Camerati and Justin Otis lot line adjustment application. The applicants presented maps associated with the lot line adjustment application. The board reviewed the survey discrepancy, setback issue, and confirmed ownership of both parcels. The board advised that conveyance deeds and draft final deeds must be submitted, along with 3 paper copies and 1 Mylar map stamped and signed by the licensed surveyor, before a resolution can be considered. The application was accepted and the EAF was accepted with a negative declaration for the purposes of seeker. Messina minor subdivision. Jade Messina presented a proposed minor subdivision creating a new 2-acre lot from an existing parcel. The board reviewed the draft maps and discussed siting considerations for a future house, well, and septic due to the unusual parcel shape. The board recommended consulting an engineer to ensure feasibility. The application was accepted and the EAF was accepted with a negative declaration for the purposes of seeker. The clerk reported that the application and payment had been received for the Orange minor subdivision and that the applicant is awaiting final maps from the surveyor. The consolidation of the smaller lot with the county has been completed. Board member Badney initiated a discussion regarding the annual special use permit renewal for JB Car Services. The board determined that due to ongoing DEC reporting and annual monitoring needs, the special use permit should continue to be renewed on a yearly basis. The board approved the Lynn Brockett Castleman's solar public hearing minutes and also the September 11th, 2025 regular monthly meeting minutes. The meeting was adjourned at 8:37 p.m., submitted by Robert Van Etten, Chair.
Thank you. Seniors, Councilwoman Bennett.
Well, we have the Christmas party coming up in December on the 3rd, the Wednesday, and it's at noon at Pegasus.
Thank you. Town courts. Councilwoman Cash.
To New Baltimore Town Board from Honorable James W. Huff and Honorable Anthony C. Consul, subject monthly town court report, November 24th, 2025. The following is the Town of New Baltimore Court monthly report for October 2025. Total October monies received was $15,029. Of that, Honorable James W. Huff, $5,330. Honorable Anthony C. Consul, $9,699. Total 2025 monies received January through October, $138,605. Total new cases received, 87. And I don't know if we have the state reports.
I do, but I didn't bring it out with me, so,
That's okay.
sorry.
Oh, it should be here.
I know.
Thank you. Anything to report on wastewater treatment aside from what you reported?
No, I think that's everything for now.
Water District number 2, they're about to, what's the word they used? Oh God, West America. They're moving along and they're going to re-chlorinate the lines and provide notice to everybody, but they're just getting approval to do that today. So they're going to schedule that. Okay, Zoning Board of Appeals. Councilwoman Saldana.
Monthly report, November 18th, 2025. The zoning board of appeals did not meet in the month of November 2025. William Bolte, Chair.
Thank you. Next thing I have here is a resolution. Resolution to authorize supervisor to pay audit claims, whereas the town clerk has presented claims to the town board for audit and review, and whereas the town board has audited claims 2025B-11-01 through 2025B-11-39, it is resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay claims 2025B-11-01 to 2025B-11-39. And be it further resolved that the town clerk will prepare an abstract and hold it for public review until December 31st, 2025. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
General, $18,068.95. Highway, $1,383.81. Sewer one, $1,900.66. Sewer two, $450.15. Total $21,803.57.
Okay, so let's discuss some upcoming meetings. November 27, happy Thanksgiving. The town offices are closed. November 28, as we mentioned earlier, floating holiday for some staff. December 3, zoning board of appeals at 7 p.m. if needed. Also, after the aforementioned seniors luncheon at Pegasus at noontime, December 3rd. December 8th, town board regular meeting at 7 p.m. December 11th, planning board meeting at 7 p.m. December 22nd, town board meeting at 7 p.m. And December 25, that would be Christmas, town office is closed. And public, I have no cards. So I think we'll entertain one more motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made do I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
They are. Yep.
Oh,
Well, it never stopped.
I just want to tell you guys something.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
Debbie?
Yeah.
And Shelley and Jamie, when we were getting this already out here today, we found out that this door, the wood and all around it is rotted and shall need to be replaced. It is not part of any project. So it will still work as an exit. But I don't want to have it used too often because we might not get a call. We can get out. Emergency. That's the important part. But let's not open, go ahead and open it, yeah, good idea.
No. I just wanted to see if it was
I just
all,
wanted you to know.
Was it
that
the official test?
well, no, is it all wood or is it a steel door that's
The door,
made to look like it's
apparently
wood?
the door, it's wood, yeah, and apparently it's wrapped. And so, we had to do some testing to make sure everything, I had to have a locksmith there. Because that outside door wouldn't open. The lock, yeah, because that's gonna be our entrance.
Stealing my time.
Well, what good is it if we can't get in? There's no steps here and there. And you can't get in the only door we have. Yeah, so obviously we got that going today. But that is not a good option
Yes.
until that's replaced. And I just wanted you guys to know about that. So I kind of don't want the public to know the door, if you pull on you.
Right, no.
You get it.
Right.
The owl knows.
The owl.
The owl's still on.
The owl won't tell anybody.
Oh, it already has. So nevertheless.